a really interesting dynamic where you had some of that, broadening out trade, but mostly at the opposite ends of the spectrum for market cap. So yes, you did have large cap growth doing quite well in the quarter, but you also had small cap value doing quite well, and in some instances, depending on the index, actually outperforming large cap growth. It was sort of that middle and belly portion of the indexes that didn't do as well and that actually lagged. So there are components of sort of the theme around rotation happening and parts that have been underperforming year to date doing better than parts that had been outperforming year to date. And that can happen without the indexes falling considerably, as you mentioned, with September's performance. So I don't think you necessarily need to see, a decline for the prior leaders for the laggards to catch up. It would be, welcome for the latter scenario in terms of the laggards catching up, because over the past month, there has been pretty significant underperformance from some of the equal weighted metrics, especially the equal weighted S&P 500. So if you get to, a point where they start to underperform, that's where I would grow a lot more concern. But if the rest of the market or the majority of the market is doing quite well, which is still the case as of yesterday, you have two-thirds of the S&P trading above their 200-day moving average. That's a fine scenario for the mega caps to keep, doing well.